Welcome to the Ballroom Dance Channel. We are a worldwide community of ballroom dancers who meet here every day to chat all things ballroom dance. I'm sharing today's letter because this is the same fate 99.9% of dancers ever have experienced. Here it goes. Hi, Sunny. After 45 years traveling around the world, I broke my first bone. Even the army couldn't do to me what ballroom dance did. Okay, so first of all, thank you for your service. So 2 years in, and I now have a serious injury that won't just go away with a little ice and a week off. Now, hopefully, it's just a hairline fracture. And it's on the third metatarsal. So guys, I'm going to break to a quick picture of what he's talking about here. This is a pretty common injury in ballroom dancers. I'll be right back. Now I'm waiting for the MRI to see just how bad it is and to make sure that there's no soft tissue damage. So far, it looks good, but the podiatrist says to brace myself that I might not be able to go to nationals this November. Okay, so true that, guys. I've had soft tissue injuries and broken bones. Broken bone is a gift, my friend. That thing will heal pretty darn fast. You get something like a tear or, heaven forbid, a back injury. I've seen debilitating foot injuries in ladies' feet related to the high heels. That can be a career ender. So this is just a temporary hurdle. I know right now it feels like the end of the world because you've been working so hard at this, but it'll be over soon, my friend. Okay, let's continue. I've spent the last 2 years working so hard, apparently too hard, to go to these championships. And I talked to my teacher about it, but we both agreed I should hold off for now. I should probably slow down, improve, and come back stronger and hit the floor next year. Now, my problem is I can't do what I love. I'll still have 1 to 2 lessons a month until this bad boy heals, and I'll probably work on my upper body and little things. But do you have advice on what else I can focus on at home that's not going to put a load on my foot? And so I'm going to cut to one more picture here because guess what? Yours truly broke their first metatarsal doing quick step. I'll be right back. I'll show you which one I broke. Okay, so I do have 6 pieces of advice for you, but full disclosure, I am not a doctor. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just a dance teacher sharing ballroom dance stories. So this is my own experience plus what I've seen in my students. Because yeah, I've seen this stuff over and over and over again over the years. You're not the only one. Okay, so number 1, yes, take a break. The whole reason I ended up breaking my metatarsal was because I got a hairline fracture. And you know what? I thought I'm going to man through this. I love dancing. I don't care if it hurts. Darn thing snapped in half. And then I had to wear this stupid foot booty. And you know what? Frankly, I taught and danced while wearing the foot booty. I probably would have healed 10 times faster if I just would have taken a little break. But I don't do breaks while I'm type A. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay, next up. You didn't mention this, but I'm assuming you can put a light load on your foot, at least most time when you have a hairline fracture you can. Obviously, ask your doctor, ask your teacher first. They know your body 1,000 times better than I do. But you can probably work slow on footwork drills. So perhaps turning out the feet. This is an outstanding opportunity to move through the motions, so to speak, ultra super slow. That's going to dial in outstanding muscle memory and give you an opportunity to unlearn some possibly bad habits that sure you have. Okay, next up, arm styling. So I agree. This is something you can get from your teacher in your lesson. As a matter of fact, in your next lesson, whenever that is, just say, hey, I'm only coming X times a month. What can I do at home? They're probably going to give you some great drills on what you can do that are not going to involve your feet at all. Now, you probably are going to have to stand so you can feel that posture where your chest and your sternum is going to be out first instead of kind of slouched on the couch. I don't see that real being helpful, but certainly if you have a mirror like in your bedroom, one of those long closet mirrors where you can see your whole body, maybe your entryway, work on the chest extension here. And then where your arms are placed, for example, at the end, when you're doing in New York or something, where you're placing the hands ahead instead of behind you and low, which is where 90% of the people do accidentally when they're first learning. Also, look at your hand styling after you kind of rein in where the arm position is. So we're trying to go for a really smooth transition from point A to point B. We want to think about spiraling action with the hands, so not karate chopping where the hand just goes with the arm. Though when you're first working on arm styling, just focus on the arm and what's going on up here. But once you dial this in, then you got to dial this in, then you got to dial this in, then you got to dial in what the fingers are doing. And this is a perfect opportunity to do that. I don't know, I'm fine with my students taking video of me taking it home, so maybe reserve that last 10 minutes of your next private and have your teacher solo demonstrate for you what you hopefully are going to do on your own at home. And then you can watch the video and look in the mirror and just do a side-by-side. You can make leaps and bounds of progress, guys, and make that top line on fleek. Okay, next thing I recommend, counting the music. Now that you can do while you're sitting on your tuchus on the couch. I can't even tell you how many people's timing are jacked up. So when you're sitting there, just play some silly cha-cha that you do in the studio. 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. Related to this, you, I assume, have routines. Go through the routine in your head. I don't care if you're laying in bed. I'm telling you, it's almost as good as doing it in person. You're going to be shocked at how fast you forget your choreo. I know you think it's second nature. You never forget it. Trust me. Keep on going through it in your head and you'll learn it even better now than when you come back to the dancing, because in the way our memory works, it's going to be that much more dialed in. So please take advantage of that. As a matter of fact, those of you who are dancing 3 hours a day, you should do that too, but especially in this case where you're really getting very little on the floor coaching time. Okay, and next up, stretch. Hello. So I've talked about this in dancing, and especially as dancers, we invest so much time in our practice or our lesson time. You don't get time to stretch. Well, this person, you have time to stretch now. So if you are not taking a lesson that week, for Pete's sake, this is a wonderful opportunity to improve your extension, because I've shared with you dancing is a combination of strength, balance, flexibility. These 3 things. And the more you have of one, the less you need of the others. Flexibility is one of those things, guys. I don't care if you're 100 years old. You can get huge flexibility if you work on that. Strength and balance are a little harder to achieve and grow as you get older. But this one, oh my gosh, compensate for any of those weaknesses in balance or strength. And you know what, my friend, you're going to need it if you're recovering from a broken bone. You would not believe the percentage of muscle mass you lose literally in a week of breaking a bone and not using it. So please stretch. It's going to serve you so well, and you're going to hit the ground running 10 times as fast as you would have otherwise. Okay, here's my final suggestion, guys. Have you considered going to nationals even if you're not competing? Because a big part of that learning you do at the comp is just seeing the dancers that are better than you, or watching that category that you want to win next year, okay? Same thing for pro-ams. You know what? Maybe you don't have 20 grand to drop on that comp. Well, you might be able to afford just going to the comp and watching. Guys, you're going to learn a ton. You'll probably have fun too. And if your friends are there competing, you can hang with them. You can cheer for your teacher. You can still have a blast and learn a ton without having to drop a bajillion dollars or even dance at the comp. So yeah, that's my 6 suggestions on how to weather this storm and hit the floor running. So thanks so much for sharing your journey. And speaking of my health journeys, guys, I had a follow-up with my eye appointment. I got to go back in September 8th, however many weeks that is. My vision is 20/20 25 or 25/20. I don't know. It's not quite 20/20, which sucks because before my surgery, it was better than 20/20. But they said it's still kind of in that healing process. And I'm taking a ton of eye drop medication, steroids, and antibacterial stuff. And I don't even know what this stuff does. Brahma something, Floxa something. So pray for me. I want my eyesight back. Honestly, I can't believe that this is legal vision to drive. And I am driving, and I guess it's okay, but I can't believe they allow apparently like 70/20 or some sort of hideous, what sounds like horrible vision to me. I'm apparently one step just below perfect vision, and everything compared to my usual vision looks real cloudy. So yeah, not super happy with it, but hopefully this prevents future scar tissue damage and permanent, really possibly blinding vision damage. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more things, Ballroomnians. Thanks for your story and good luck with your healing process. And hey, give me a shout out when you get those MRI results. I sure hope this is not a soft tissue thing. And yeah, just take a break. You'll be back in no time. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Happy dancing, guys. Doodles.